welcome back to South African Homesteader. So today is the 12th of November and I decided that this garden is looking so amazing. I am going to take a short little video to just show you the growth that we have had on this farm. There's still some rows there that has been planted, and I see there's some things coming out there. Beyond the fence, from that fence, all along where you see the wooden fence, still by the wooden fence in front, that is Nabila's garden. And then from the fence, from where you see the bougainvillea, that row, this is my garden. And this is the mulberry tree that I started. I actually did a video, I think a year ago maybe, a few months ago, starting a mulberry tree from seed. That's one of them. The other one is over there, which were the only two that survived, but that one is a bit small because they were in one container, so the roots got a bit entwined. These are my tomato seedlings, which we are now planting out. I've put a tomato trellis up there. These are my cucumber seedlings. Oh, they are so covered in sand, but anyway, these are the and they're getting true leaves already. This whole row here. So I will have to thin this out somewhat, but I'm waiting for them to get a little bit bigger so I can maybe not waste my plants and maybe just plant somewhere else. These are all the cucumbers seedlings that I have direct sown. These are my watermelon seedlings which come out, and they are also starting to get their true leaves. As you can see, they are also starting to get their true leaves. This patch is a little bit small for the watermelons. I feel it's quite small. And the nice thing about this garden is we've put some gravel down here, so it's quite hard. It's like hard. We've put gravel down here in all the pathways. And then here, look how beautiful my cauliflowers, my cabbage, and my broccolis are getting. They are just, I don't know, exploded. I was in Cape Town for about 5 days. I came back and it's like everything just exploded. My husband was excited when I spoke to him on the phone because he was just saying everything's exploded. So beyond this fence, here where you see the pole, beyond this fence, you'll see Nabila's rows are so neat and tidy. So there she has 3 rows of spinach, and then she has some kale, and then she also has some brassicas, and she has a lot of sunflowers. She's made all these stone. I actually want to show you. There's still so much to show you, but anyway, let's first do this. And then this is my butternuts. These are my butternuts. And the reason I planted it here is so that I'm actually going to trellis some of this up, this little fence here. I'm actually going to trellis this up onto this fence. These are some cherry tomato plants which I planted about, I would say about a month ago outside, after they were hardened off, and I thought the wind was going to destroy it. I just used it as sort of a test, as an experiment actually, to see if they will survive the wind, and it seems like they have. The trellis will also help them. And in these are also corn, which I planted. I can tell you now. I'm telling you, I planted these seeds about not more than 3 weeks ago. Definitely not more than 3 weeks ago. This was tomatoes that I direct seeded outside. So I don't think tomatoes and direct seeding outside here works. It actually has come up, but I wouldn't say it's looking too perfectly. These are some green peppers that I planted here. Just some samples from the butternuts and with everything, because actually the soil here it's sandy on top, but it's really not that bad. And then this is some more butternuts I think I planted here. And then I know that I planted some green Hubbard squash. I know that it's very close together. I know they've got true leaves also. And I planted some zucchini, baby marrow, and I'm not sure if that is baby marrow. I thinned it out yesterday because I planted some of like all over, because it was just, I started thinning out because I thought, let me thin out. But then I'm not sure if it's baby marrow or if it's sunflowers, because I planted sunflowers somewhere. This garden is going to be so full of surprises. And shame, these tomatoes, these tomato plants, these are all Floridates. And I planted them out. This row I planted out yesterday, but then it was too hot. I planted it out in the morning. See? That one is okay. And that one is okay. But look at these. The transplant shock, I think, was just too great for them, but they will definitely make a comeback, I'm sure, and I'm hoping. So now, which is the right time of the day, I am planting these. These I've just planted out now. Okay, so these are my Florida tomatoes. I'm using two different types of mulch. I'm using this mulch on these tomatoes, and then I'm going to use wood bark on these ones, because I've seen how the corn and those things, I mean, I actually have a video which I didn't even post of me planting those two beds, two of the three. The first one I planted the 3-sister method, where I planted I didn't plant, normally you would plant a pumpkin or a butternut or something like that, but I planted a sweet melon and some half-white sugar beans and my corn. And I'm going to see how that's going to work. And actually they look amazing. I cannot believe that it's grown so fast, but I do have a video of how I planted that. I don't know if I still have it. I've been deleting things actually. So yes, we've put this tomato trellis up before we plant it, because you don't want to disturb the tomatoes midway through. So when they grow up on both sides, we'll just trellis them up. This tomato trellis that we've put up here. And in here is some coriander, which is coming up. I don't know if you can see, they're coming up. My husband actually just threw some coriander seeds. This is one of those that I've said to you, the zucchini or sunflower. I'm now not sure. I'm not sure what it is. This is my bougainvillea. And in these are my strawberries, which I need to go and harvest some of these strawberries so that I must take them off. See the and here and here and here here has got strawberries. So what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for this to sort of fill up so that this whole bed can be covered in strawberries. The mulch I'm using here is the pine needles, which I get from those trees. So this is Nabila's garden. I'm going to stand this side. I want to show you this. This is sunflowers. This child just like puts through handfuls and then they just came out. And this I wanted to show you. This is limestone, which is found all over our property. All over our property, and they have used this limestone as a border, and it looks so beautiful. And this is, look, she's got thousands of sunflowers. I mean, honestly, thousands. Nabila, now I'm not sure if that's sunflowers that I gave you guys, because that's what it looks like this, doesn't it? I don't know, it's supposed to be baby marrow or sunflowers, because I planted both there and I'm not sure. Like a sunflower marrow. So I need to go and I put that there to be like on the edge for that.
The diesel scratched this over, so I uncovered it this morning again.
So my sunflowers did come out.
Mm.
A whole lot of them came out, and I planted it all over the garden. So
and these cocoas too corn.
And this is cocoas too corn. So Nabila's got
pumpkin coming up. I'm not sure if it's pumpkin or butternut. I'm confused. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get confused. Let me tell you, Nabila, my brock, once it's planted out.
One, and here's another
my word,
one.
yeah, she's got
just
a pumpkin
this morning.
and then she's got a
something
watermelon. You see, that's what happens to me with my tomatoes are not doing so great.
Doing so great. Yeah, and only one white sugar bean came out. So
that half white sugar bean. Okay, but that maybe you must put like a little bottle over them in the meantime. Like cut it in half.
Yes, I'm going to cut the bottles in half soon.
And because that's what I'm thinking of doing. That's why Diane gave me a whole lot of bottles also. So this is Kothar's corn. And then this is my market garden, which I started planting. Nothing besides the first rows of corn has come up. So oops, I'm still cramping on stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And so it goes, and so it goes, and so it goes. I got my first corn coming up in this row. Yeah, boy, yes. Yes. What do we have here? Planting her tomato garden. Nabila and Riza's tomato garden. That is my market garden where I'm now having some things coming out. This very skew row, Romeo made this row. Anyway, I made all the other rows nice and straight. In the front part of that is Nabila's garden, where you see the white limestone there. I'm standing in one of Nabila's gardens as well. And then that's my garden there. From my garden starts about there, all the way down to there. It's gonna go on still for other gardens. So this is also my garden, and then behind one is Nabila's garden. There, nice green one. And in there they're doing you see that white, they're actually doing the tomatoes there. I don't know. This is Nabila's garden here. She's planted corn and sunflowers in this garden between these flags. She's planted corn here.
They are sucking up.
Me too, whenever I see a weed. I'm excited for the fact that my corn was yesterday small and today they look like they're visible to the eye. These ones here. Obviously this is where we're going to build the house. So this is my garden. From this fence here. From this fence here. That's my garden. Going that way, and then from this fence here, this beautiful lush garden with a limestone. Look how beautiful it looks, all from the property, and the bigger ones they chopped into small pieces to put it there. I think it's gorgeous. That's Nabila's. And then I haven't shown you what I actually haven't shown you. I thought I did, but I didn't. These are zinnias. These are saved seeds. My mom actually gave me this. She saved these. It's like the double-headed zinnia, and I just like scattered them here, but they're all coming on top of each other, so I don't know how. I'm gonna have to thin it out at some point. I am so scared to thin stuff out right now because I'm just so scared. That's a guava tree there, and I have seen a blossom. Yes, we have got blossoms. Yes, we do. And like I've said, this is my mango tree here. And I don't know if it's gonna survive these, whether we're gonna get any mangoes from it. I don't know. And then we have our strawberry bed here. We've mulched it with the pine needles from our property because apparently it's quite acidic, and apparently this thrives in it grows well in a little bit of acidic soil, as well as trees, which has now, see here, I have some blueberries. Oh my hat, this is so amazing. I'm gonna have to get some more blueberry trees and all sorts of berry trees, etc. So the next section of the garden is, we're still battling the wind, people, but yeah, we are still battling the wind. So this garden here also looking pretty lush. Here's some more tomato seedlings. These are my heirlooms. These are all different ones. I've got some oxheart. I have got some giant Belgium and some yellow cherry. I've got some, they're tiny, teeny tiny actually still, but this one grew quite nicely. This one's just come up. Yeah, I'm trying to not let him grow in that grow tent because I want him to just, it's summer, it's windy, but I want him to get used to these are still some of my seedlings. These are also some tomatoes that I must split, that's come up there. These are onions. I know it's not onion season, but I just planted a little bit of everything. These are more coriander and so on and so forth. But let me show you my gooseberries. These are my gooseberries. These are my gooseberries. One of my neighbor's sons were here one day, And I said, oh, and this is my gooseberry plant, started it from seed. And then this is my, and he said, oh, upper leafy. And I actually didn't know what upper leafy was, but here in Cape Town it's apparently known as upper leafy. My battery is going to die, so I will have to continue the inside garden, inside the greenhouse garden. We will have to do it in another video. But these are all peas also that I started from seed. In fact, what you see inside this greenhouse is me starting everything from seed. This is one of my few surviving. I mean, beautiful. I have only a few of these tomato plants that survive, but the ones that surviving, they look amazing. These are the yellow cherry. Shame. They are, I've got plenty. I mean, they are everywhere. On every branch you touch. These are money makers. Money makers. This, remember I started this in Cape Town, transported them. This is actually a Kellogg's breakfast. It's not doing so well, but these tomato being said, they're not doing well because they are actually in these pots, and I think the nutrients are not fertilizing them enough, and nutrients are just running out. These are all heirloom tomatoes which I grew because, and I can't now, the names have washed off. See, the names have washed off. Some of them I know, and some I know that this beautiful tomatoes here, this was I think this is my giant Belgium. This is my giant Belgium. And in this, let me just think, my Cherokee purple is over there. This is the clear pink. I am not even going to trellis this. I'm just going to leave it. And guys, black crumb. Oh, my black crumb, the first one. Don't you just love the color of the black crumb? Oh my word. The reason I don't have any more, I had like this. This is the only one that came up, that survived and everything. And I am growing this to save seed. I don't think it was cross-pollinated because at the time, it doesn't matter. I'll still save the seed. It won't obviously be. It will probably have some cross-pollination that happened there. These are some. This is my. What is this now? Is this lemon balm? This can't be. Is this lemon balm? Yes, this is lemon balm, my lemon balm, and then these are some peppers. I have some my carrots. Check it out, guys. Check my carrots. Check out my beans. These are half white sugar beans, which is more like a bush bean, and then these are the green beans. And see here how they are climbing the trellis. I am excited. This is, oh my word, this is my eggplant, which last year gave me so many fruit. The flowers are purple. There I have one. It's been dropping the flowers because I just don't think that it's hot enough yet. I don't know. I'm sure it's going to give me some. I have seeded some. I haven't actually even checked. There's so much happening here. I have some Mizuna lettuce here, and I have some head lettuce here. Then I have some red lettuce over there. And then I have some more red lettuce seedlings. Oh, let me just show you. This is my Cherokee purple. And I've got some tomatoes. I know they're looking very sad. But they are in these bags, man. And then this is either pumpkin or butternut. Or I actually was so bad at marking. I was just planting against the clock this year, seeding and planting and seeding and planting. I mean, I planted flowers down there. That bed was totally destroyed. This greenhouse, it needs a lot of work, but we can't focus all our attention on here right now. As long as we have some covering for some of our plants, we're stitching up. These are my beetroots that I waited for so long, and I mean, here they are. I'm excited. And then I have some, let me show you. I had some cucumbers which didn't do too well, so I planted some purple, those purple beans here and there, which I started from seed. That was actually saved seeds from beans that I grew last year. And in this, oh my heck, then these are my two surviving cucumber plants, original surviving cucumber plants. What happened here? Man, I think things are just eating up some of my stuff. But I've got some more cucumbers on this side, and I've got 100 that I planted outside. So I've got a cucumber there that came up. One, this took forever to come up. 1, 2, 3.